Sorry. Cheers. Welcome to the Democratic Underbelly. I am your host, Zealot, Alex Barcella. We have a lot to talk about. I have a lot to talk about. We're going to start with the horrific death of Rob Reiner. I was stunned when I saw the news, and I have to be honest. My first thought was that we had a Nancy Pelosi attack moment. We had a Trump MAGA freak who decided to take matters into his own hand and go after one of Trump's most vocal, eloquent critics and enter the home of Rob Reiner and kill him and his wife. To find out that it was his son was so devastating. And I have to be honest, I tried to put myself in Rob Reiner's shoes and to think that I'm about to die and I'm about to die at the hands of my own son. What would I feel? What would be the overwhelming emotion of, oh my God, this is how it ends, but this is how it ends at your hands. I can't even wrap my head around it. It was so devastating. I grew up watching All in the Family when my parents weren't around because they didn't approve of the show. It was such a spectacular social satire that I don't think it gets enough credit. But still, I grew up watching Rob Reiner and I grew up watching his films. And of late, listening to his political commentary has just been inspiring. Anyone that can call Donald Trump not just a moron, but a fucking moron on national TV deserves a tip of the hat. It was incredible what he had to say. It was hard enough to hear the news of his death and how he died. What was more disturbing was the response of the President of the United States to come out with such a despicable, disgusting, self-serving, vile response to the death of an American icon, to make it all about himself and to somehow blame the death of such a great filmmaker at the hands of a disturbed child, to somehow blame that on a Trump derangement it defies logic, but it defies good taste, it defies respect, it defies what we should expect from our elected officials. They should be better than us. They're not. He's not. He's he's the worst of us. He is part of the cultural phenomenon that I would look back, and this is going to be something I want to talk about in the future, but I'm not going to talk about it today. But he is the grossness, the coarseness, the baseness, the vile, self-indulgent yuck that has become America today. That's our president. And yes, he is reflective on us. We can all say that's not our president if we want, but come on, give me a break. He's our president. He got elected. He won. He won the popular vote. He won the electoral college. As gross as that is, that's our guy. And his response to the gruesome, horrific death of Rob Reiner is to talk about Trump derangement syndrome and just yuck like that. Shame. Shame on us all. And shame especially on the White House.